be one of those situations where we can't start out fast, man. I just want to start out fast. I don't want to come into the opening drive and go 3 and out again. I'm just so tired of seeing that. And I need to see more consistency out of this offense. I believe that Dak Prescott will pull his head out of his ass this week. And I believe that he'll pick up right where he left off last week. He's, we're in that part of the season where it's like, man, it's time to start getting into the groove.
I don't have a good feeling about this game,
take
man.
your ass back to sleep and wake up again.
No, hey, we could be rah-rah so many weeks, big fella. Like, we could be rah-rah so many weeks. But ultimately,
this is one of those games that kind of has you guys. This is one of those games that has you kind of looking at it like, it's Buffalo, it's Josh Allen. We get it, but
maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I want to be the smart one and say the Cowboys lost, and then I called it.
You gotta leave that to me, being the smart one. Okay, I just need you to be an analyst like you're supposed to be for the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm analyzing this, and they are a desperate team, and Josh Allen running the ball really, got my nerve.
Cowboy Nation was kind of iffy about, but I like it not only for the nostalgia, not only because I kept my jersey. I knew, and I don't throw my jersey away. Whether he was with the team or not, his jersey was still in my closet, right? So, but it's a good pickup. That running back room. It doesn't. Zeke is that big name that sticks out, but we also have Dowdle out there. So that's, to me, that's gonna be my RB1 right there. That's gonna be my RB1. And we built up this O-line, so maybe Zeke, we can like the
these guys. There are some folks that will ambush these guys at like airports or coming out of the locker room. They'll have like 5 pictures of the same picture.
Right.
They'll want them to sign all 5, and like they'll come at them with like a 10 mini helmets talking about, I got nieces and nephews, and sure enough, you see that shit on eBay the next day. Like
this is some bullshit.
What's a bullshit? You've been having some guests that I've been like licking my chops to get at, and I'm looking at them like, you got that. Oh, the other one, Tony Romo GOAT. Talking about the face of the franchise is Micah Parsons. Like, shut up. How you have your defensive player as your face of your franchise? Your name is Tony Romo GOAT. You already got an axe to grind, and it's America's team, not Cowboy Nation.
Just want you to just keep this in your mind. keep it in your mind, okay? Keep these winged helmets in your mind. And I want to just let it marinate in your spirit. So next Thursday and next Friday, just keep this image in your head. Okay? Keep it in your head. And the big fella needs to be happy this offseason some kind of way, because the Cowboys have made me very, very unpleasant to be around.
Hey, so shout out to the big fella, man. Big fella, he said, that's the great philosopher. Baby once said, put some respect on my name.
Respect.
Right?
I came over here to tell y'all, put some respect on my name.
Oh my God.
Please do not.
No. Hey, Mikey, this is our show. This ain't somebody else shit. This is our show. So you can say what the hell you want to here. You know what I mean? If people's feelings get hurt, their feelings get hurt. They don't need to be on the show anyway. Okay? So when people pub barbershop talk and then they don't actually have it, hey man, it is what it is. Because hey, we gonna say what we got to say, but it's all love and all respect.
Oh, it's a mad love. It's mad love. I'm
Go Cowboys!
Introducing your lineup for the Cowboy Up podcast. From Stop 6, Texas, the big fella, Dallas, Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, 21, can you do something for me? Armando, 21, Armando. And from the capital city, my man, allow me to butt in sports, Hook 'em! Roo. And from the great state of Arizona, and he's mic'd up, he's Mikey 520.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Man, y'all know what it is, man. It's the Cowboy Up podcast. And it's Tuesday, baby. It is Tuesday. It's me, your boy, Dallas Cowboy Chris, and my man from the west side of Texas, man. Cholo Town, El Paso, Texas, the 915. Is my man, 21, Armando, 21. What up, 21? What's happening, man?
Hey, big fella, we chilling. It's Tuesday, baby. You already know what it is, man. Hey,
it's
get it going. It's how many weeks we got? We got a few weeks into training camp, so you know, there's always news. There's always news with these Cowboys, you know. So let's get to it, man.
Man, and we got a couple special guests for you, all the way from South Texas, the largest city in Texas, the Big Apple of the South. From Houston, Texas, my man, El Jefe. What's up, man?
What's going on, baby? It's a pleasure to be on y'all platform. Long time coming, but we're here. Let's get it.
The Big Apple of the South. I like that, big fella.
The Big Apple of the South, man. Houston, Texas, down there repping that star, man. Hey, it's only one team in Texas. We already know, but you know, we'll get into that later.
Tell them again.
Anyway, and man, here he is, man. You know, y'all all know and love him. You know, he's from Texas, but he's out there repping them Root Hogs, man, down in Arkansas. It's my man, Mike Cowboy Corner.
It ain't Arkansas. It ain't Arkansas. It's Kansas.
I'm sorry. Kansas, Arkansas, it's the same thing. They got the same name. You know, Kansas.
It's cousin-free dating in Kansas. Arkansas, they do their own thing. Ask Jerry Jones. He'll tell you.
My apologies. I know that. As many times we talk and go back and forth about Kansas and everything, you know, it's I apologize. Hey, but Mike is here to put that 2 on it. On this
Spit on that thing.
Spit on that thing, Mike. You know, that's why we bring you in here, man. Because if y'all ain't subscribed to Mike Cowboy Corner on Twitter, on YouTube, and definitely on Friday nights, what is it, Friday or Saturday night when they talk crazy? Saturday night when talking crazy. Oh man, you missed some things. But anyway, man, let's get in, man. We got WWE Kai in there, man. Ivan Sosa is in there. My best friend since kindergarten, Ron. What's up, big Ron? What's going on? Hey man, we're in here today, man, and we're gonna talk a little Cowboy talk, man. And if you guys don't follow us already, man, go ahead, like us and subscribe to us, and we're gonna get this party started right now. All right, let's do it. So in the news, they got our head coach a little perturbed. They saying, you know, he's a little fed up with ownership and about them sticking their nose in business that they shouldn't do, and making decisions that the head coach should be making and everything like that. I'm gonna start with you, Mike. I'm gonna start with you. What do you think about this news coming out of the Star about our head coach, Mike McCarthy, a little fed up with the front office, man? What do you think about it?
Well, he finally knows his place, right? You know, how you shut Jerry up is you have to have playoff success. That's how you shut Jerry up. When you lose, as you did 3 years in a row, you're going to hear Jerry talk, and you're going to hear Steven talk. You're going to hear Will McClay talk. You're going to hear a lot of people talk, right? Mike McCarthy ain't fed up with Jerry Jones. Mike McCarthy's fed up with his playoff record being a Dallas Cowboy head coach. It's frustration from that, and Jerry might say something, but Jerry's been saying something since Mike McCarthy got here. It's before Mike McCarthy got here, and Jerry will say something after Mike McCarthy leaves here. So if Mike McCarthy's feelings hurt because Jerry is going to be Jerry, Mike McCarthy, you shouldn't have signed that contract. You shouldn't have went to Jerry's house and lied to Jerry Jones, talking about you watched every play of the Dallas Cowboys offense. You shouldn't have went to Jerry's house and laughed it up and chopped it. You knew what Jerry Jones is about, but yet you went on that podium, you lied, and you said you wanted a job. It's not a job with the Dallas Cowboys. It's a lifestyle, and Mike McCarthy can't live up to that.
Wow. All right.
Coming in.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we asked for. He came in with the hot. Well, El Jefe, say, man, what do you think about this the situation with the head coach, man?
It's the same thing, man. I mean, he has to prove it, and he hasn't been proving it. Yes, he has 3 seasons winning 12 games, but no playoff success. So Jerry Jones, he's getting fed up too. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Everybody wants players. Everybody wants, to get all this success, money and stuff. But when they're not delivering, when it matters, what do you want him to do? I don't blame Jerry for some of the things that he's been doing this all season. And when Coach McCarthy's mad, I mean, too bad. We're mad too. We're fed up too. We want to see success in the playoff. And until then, stay mad. We're mad. So I don't see.
Hey, I do like that perspective, yeah, because we've been pissed off all off season. Believe me, on this show, we literally been talking about a lot of pissed off things. How we've been feeling about these damn Cowboys and everything like that. So yeah, we've been pissed off too. 21. What do you think about Mike, man, and his upsetness?
What's the saying? Where there's smoke, there's fire. There's something there. There's something there. He's obviously fed up for some reason. But hey, welcome to Cowboys fandom, right? We've been fed up for quite some time too. But I think that if you're taking the job, like Corner says, this is a lifestyle. You coming into Big D, you know what to expect with Jerry. We've all seen it. We've seen it with other coaches. We've seen it with Jimmy Johnson, Hall of Famer. He was fed up with Jerry too. But I mean, I don't know what Big Mike. I don't see what he's fed up about. I mean, we've been seeing it for the longest, but we need some proven playoff wins, man. You're this coach who came in with this championship pedigree, and we don't see it. There's a list that came out today of I think the top 10 coaches in the NFL, and you're a guy who has a championship and he's not on it. I don't know if you guys saw that list that came out, and this man is not on it. So it's time to put up or shut up. And I feel like you're on that Dak deal too as well. And I'm talking about Big Mike. I feel like he's on that Dak deal, that prove it. This is the year you got to prove it type deal. Because I know he's on that. He's on his last year of the contract, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think Corner hit it in one of the other shows where that's kind of like the all in. It's all in this year. It's either you're gonna do something or you're not gonna do something, and then we'll see how that goes at the end of the year. So Big Mike, I know you're fed up, but this Cowboy fans, we've been fed up for quite some time already too. It's time to prove it.
Yeah, hey man, I agree with all three of y'all, man. I agree with it, especially Cowboy Corner. Because look, when Mike McCarthy came, Jerry Jones hired him off his pedigree of winning Super Bowl. That's the only reason he got that job, is because he won the Super Bowl in AT&T with the Green Bay Packers. Okay. Mm-hmm. He had been sitting at the house. Did nobody want Mike McCarthy, right? So apparently he had the hell of an interview. He had the greatest interview ever, and he won over the Jones family because he had this, hey, I've been watching film. I've been in the cave for 2 years, and I know what the hell to do to fix it. Okay, cool. I'm cool with that. I've been cool with Mike McCarthy the last 2.5 years. Personally, this is just my opinion. After that loss to Green Bay, I would have fired him. And the reason why I would have fired him is because of the team not being prepared against a lesser opponent and you're at home. Okay? We all know about, the hatred for Dak and this Dak fault, blah, blah, blah. Okay, why my head coach don't have him more prepared then? Don't blame Dak. Why my defensive coordinator decide we're gonna change the whole defense in a playoff game? To me, as a head coach, all this is your responsibility.
Agreed.
Okay? It's your responsibility. It ain't Jerry Jones' responsibility. It ain't Dan Quinn responsibility. It ain't nobody else. The buck lies with Mike McCarthy. Okay? That's why I would have fired him last year. They didn't fire him because he had 1 year left. Just like he technically didn't fire Jason Garrett. He just let his contract run out. Because did we ever see a press conference saying, hey, I'm firing Jason Garrett? You never saw one, did you? Never did. Okay?
He just walked away.
He just walked away. Because he was such a friend of the organization, right? He's a Cowboy lifer, so I'm gonna do this respectfully. But Mike McCarthy ain't no Cowboy lifer. Okay? So Jerry, if you're butting in, let me rephrase that. Mike McCarthy, if you're upset with Jerry butting in, Bill Parcells dealt with it. Bill Parcells is a better coach than you. Jimmy Johnson dealt with it up to an extent because the Jimmy Johnson got pissed because Jerry wanted all the credit. Look, Jimmy's like, no, this is my shit. I did this shit. I built this shit. You ain't getting credit for something I did. So that's how they broke up. Okay. Right. And then Jerry went through this stage where I'm gonna hire these dumbass, lackluster ass coaches who I can save money on their paycheck, and you see what we got. Okay. So, Mike, if you're not used to this by now, maybe it is time for you to go. I mean, because technically, as Cowboy fans, we all know what Jerry gonna do before Jerry does it. Jerry is just gonna be talking a lot of nonsense. Y'all seen Jerry Jones interviews, and his interviews, you be like, what the hell did he just say? What did he say?
Yep.
And then people be trying to analyze it and break it down. Jerry is the greatest Cowboy filibusterer in the history of mankind. He just talk and talk and talk. As long as his Cowboys is in the news, Jerry say all news is good news.
Yeah.
Corner, you got any rebuttal for this, baby?
Yeah, man. So with Mike McCarthy, it wasn't the Sean Payton stuff that pushed him over the edge. Right, yeah. Like you're talking about a predecessor coming in, taking your job. Oh, me and Jerry, we have a real good relationship. We haven't had any talks about another coach or my job security. What pushes Mike McCarthy over the edge is the all-in comment. Mm-hmm. I don't buy this report. I think this is Cowboys' quiet offseason. No one's getting arrested yet. Knock on wood. No one's selling underwear and cologne. No one's getting, speeding with guns and Mary Jane. So someone was like,
we need Mike some McCarthy, news.
Jerry, let me just let me try to hit the bullseye with this. The all-in comment set him over the edge. No, that Sean Payton rumor should have put him over the edge.
Yeah,
not the all-in comment, not the undermining. He hasn't undermined Mike McCarthy not one time. Jerry is Jerry. Mike knows Jerry. And I truly believe that. But
do you think that this not getting, I guess, another contract is kind of, pushing it?
No. Mike McCarthy said when the report came out that Mike McCarthy's job was secure, and Mike McCarthy did his first press conference, he said, "I'm not here to get an extension. I'm here to win a Super Bowl." So that was months ago, right?
Yep.
That was February. We're now almost in July. We're almost training camp season. So that contract that's nowhere near the mindset because of what McCarthy said. Mike McCarthy, if he really wanted a contract, me and my agent, we're going to work through that, whatever. He said, I'm not here to get an extension. I'm here to get a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a contract.
Okay. And let's be honest, guys. We all know if Mike McCarthy doesn't get a contract, he's gonna get a contract somewhere else.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then we'll see. We'll see what I guess the Cowboys do after that, right? Because hopefully it's not a Dave Campos type of season.
No, you're gonna have either a rookie quarterback or Trey Lance with a new coach. That's what you're gonna have.
Hefe, man, you got any rebuttal to any of this, baby?
I was just thinking, big fella, you know how you were saying that you would have fired him after the season when we lost to Green Bay. So my question to you was, who would you want to replace him with? Being that is Dak's Dak's been with how many different head coaches already? 2, and how many different offensive coordinators? Like 3.
I think 4.
4, right? 3 or 4. So to me, it's like I was really mad at Mike, but at the same time, I just wanted to roll with it one more year for the fact, just for those points that I just made, that Dak's been with different quarterbacks, different offensive coordinators, and I just feel like let it ride one more time, see what happens, and who knows? Sometimes
even Emmitt Smith calls for his head, right?
Yeah, he did, and even Irvin was like, fire everybody, get rid of everybody.
Mike McCarthy should have been fired though, and yeah, I get it, the one more year, but we've been hanging. We hung on 10 years of one more year with Jason Garrett.
Yep. That was too many one more years though.
But here's the kicker though. Here's the difference between Garrett and McCarthy. We knew, and the Jerry wanted to do the one more year with Garrett. We knew what it was, right? Garrett didn't even get a head coaching job in college. So Cowboy fans, we knew what he was, right? With Mike McCarthy, it's like what the Denver Broncos did. They had John Fox in there, right? And they built that Denver Broncos team up. Then Kubiak takes over. They go get Peyton Manning, and they go get DeMarcus Ware, and they go win a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Mike McCarthy was supposed to be your John Fox.
Right.
You get pieces, you change the mentality, because we haven't went to back-to-back playoffs since 91, 92, 93, right? We haven't done that since then. So but Cowboys won 2 Super Bowls in that time frame, the last time they did it. Cowboys are the only team to have 36 wins and not sniff an NFC championship game, right? Who is that on? That's on your head coach. So he should have got canned because your core pieces are still on this team. When John Fox got canned, he still had core pieces. They added a couple of elements. Mike McCarthy should have left. You should have brought in a guy like Bill Belichick to come in here, get a couple of core pieces in here, and then you might have went a little further than what you would have done with Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy, you're one and done.
Oh. Well, that's that hot too.
But but again, I think with the whole Bill Belichick thing, I think we revert back to the whole, the Jerry button in,
Yeah.
We all know Bill Belichick wasn't going to come in here and be that yes guy,
Well, I mean, Bill Belichick came out and said that he was willing to take a back seat and let it ride, with every team, that he didn't want all control. So, but I don't think Bill Belichick would be the answer for the Cowboys himself.
But you have to bring someone in here. Let me ask you a question. Will Monkey let's say you got your butt whipped and you got quote unquote chapped ass, and let's say your best friend, your role model, your hero put monkey powder in your locker and said this is for your chapped ass. Would that piss you off? Would that do anything to you? Or you'd be like, what the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
Or let's say you got your ass whooped again, and they give you a watermelon and they say smash it. Is that gonna do anything for you? So the thing that this team is missing, we don't have a leadership on the team. Like, we can say Dak Prescott's a leader, but on field and off the field are 2 different quarterbacks when it comes to leadership, right?
I agree.
So when you look at your coaching staff, Schottenheimer ain't going to lead anything. Dan Quinn was a leader in individual and not team, right?
Right.
So the team is lacking leadership. Bill Belichick will come in here, go to the sidelines and say, listen here, we got to get our shit together. Mike McCarthy went to CeeDee Lamb. with no emotion, nothing, just in that playoff game against the Packers, and CeeDee Lamb stormed off still mad. We need a coach in here that can get the bull by the balls and cause some havoc. That's the type of coach we need, because the Dallas culture is tainted. The Dallas culture is completely tainted, and Mike McCarthy cannot motivate those guys to elevate the team to go out there, put a boombox on their shoulder, jam out to some good vibes, and go kick somebody's ass. And they can't do that at home, and they can't do that in someone else's stadium, and that's what the Dallas Cowboys are lacking.
All right. So I want to go back to El Jefe when he asked me who would replace Mike McCarthy with. To answer your question, I didn't have a replacement in mind. Okay. What I was reacting to was just a lackluster performance on big stages. Okay. Having a team prepared on big stages. As you know, in the offseason, there have been many segments on ESPN and every other talking show. The first person they talk about is the Cowboys. I mean, the first team they talk about is the Cowboys. We ain't won a Super Bowl in 28 years. But the first people they talk about is the Cowboys, right?
No.
And you know how people always say the Cowboys aren't relevant? Why you tripping? That team ain't even relevant. Well, apparently we are, okay? So I thought if they would have fired Mike McCarthy and Steven, because that's who actually runs the Cowboys.
Right.
Steven actually go and find somebody that will get the Cowboys over the top, okay? Because, hey, you remember what happened? Do y'all remember the coach of the Bulls before they brought in
Phil Jackson?
Phil Jackson? It was Collins. He couldn't get Jordan over the top, right? Couldn't get him over the top because he knew the team was good. So, man, it was just a point that I thought Jerry had the opportunity to get a coach in here to get the Cowboys over the top. That's why I would have released him, because I hate that we shoot the bullets at everybody except for our head coach. But I was more angry at Mike McCarthy than I was anybody else, any of the players. I was so angry. And then if you even go back and watch that live, because it's still on, where Emmitt Smith was so angry about the preparation of the Cowboys, and this man played for the Cowboys. Okay, of course he's a Cowboy fan, but he played there. He know what it takes, man. We seen what Emmitt did. We love Emmitt just because he had that heart. They were prepared to go in the playoffs and kick a little ass.
Right.
So when Corner was saying about carrying the boombox, he's talking about the Niners. He's talking about the Niners where they get themselves hyped and they get ready for the damn game to kick somebody's ass. It don't matter if they're on the road or at home. And I really think we have this opportunity with the Niners being good again and the Cowboys almost there. It can continue a tradition or rivalry that's like any other. Fuck what the Eagles talking about. The Cowboys and Niners is one of those rivalries that everybody in America watches because they know the greatness, the Hall of Famers on both sides. I respect the Niners. I don't hate the Niners like I hate Philly. I don't hate them. I respect them because I want to be just like them. I want to have that attitude like Mike said. I want to be, when the Cowboys step on the field back in the 90s, you knew we was going to kick somebody's ass. You knew it. Because Jimmy Johnson was that person. Oh, we're going to kick your ass. I'm going to put it in 3-inch headlines. We're going to kick your ass.
Mm-hmm. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So we don't have that right now. We don't have nobody to say, put that shit in 3-inch headlines. We're going to kick your ass. And then we rely on our players, Michael Parsons, who do all that shit talking and disappear in the last games of the season, and then we want to blame him. Okay. Then Tank Lawrence tells motherfucker on national TV we was tired. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Preparation.
So it's all preparation. And I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling and filibustering, but I love this topic. So a lot of people are talking about, man, the Cowboys is only going to go 9-8 this year. They only going to maybe win 7 games because of their schedule. I say bullshit.
I say bullshit too.
Because the one thing the Cowboys can do, they can win in the regular season. So we worried about the playoffs. Okay,
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Much as I want to agree with you, because I love this freaking team. As much as I want to agree with you, yes, we can win in the regular season. But what happens when we go play Lamar Jackson? What happens when we go? There's 7 teams in the first 8 games. I think that are all former playoff.
Right off the bat with Cleveland.
It's gonna be. I'm not scared of Cleveland. No, we're gonna knock the brakes off Cleveland.
You don't like that defense? That defense doesn't kind of worry you?
No, I'm not scared of Cleveland. Who's Cleveland? Who they? Who are they? I'm telling you, there's other games that I like to call it the measuring stick game. Like, okay, yeah, we're gonna beat the Giants. We're gonna beat Cleveland. Who do we play? I think we play somebody pretty light in week 2. But after the first,
the Saints,
it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be cool, and I can't wait. But to say we're gonna win some regular season games, I don't want to say that confidently right now. I got to see how our running game is. I got to see how Dak bounces back. Having a guy's shirt off, throwing the football, that doesn't do anything for me. Twitter drives me crazy with that. I can run around with my shirt off, and they'll say I'm a Pro Bowler. It blows my mind, right? There's a lot more I got to see than a hype video.
When are you gonna post that? When are you gonna post that, Corner?
Let me lose about 20 more pounds.
Hey, I can't wait to see that damn video. I was like, man, that damn Corner is in shape, man. You know, he got the 18 pack. Yeah, I can't wait.
Here we go. It's the Browns, it's the Saints, it's the Ravens, right? Big test for the Ravens. Steelers ain't nobody. Lions gonna be a test. 49ers gonna be a test. I'm going to go on record right now on Cowboy Up Podcast and say the Atlanta Falcons could possibly be a test. Could possibly be a test. Okay?
Kirk Cousins, Atlanta Falcons.
The Houston Texans. I'm not going to mention
smash them.
Crap birds, right? Could be a test. So, there's a lot of measuring stick games here. We can say right now that we can smash them. We got to see what we look like when we get to them, right? But those are measuring stick games to me.
Man, look, the only thing I'm worried about with our team this year, going into the season, in any position, I'm going to tell you is running back. I don't know what we're going to have there. If our running game could be decent, we'll be all right. We'll be all right with these games because I feel like our defense is going to be okay. We didn't lose too many key pieces on our defense. And, our wide receivers are still good. We're good at tight end. And our O-line should be a little bit stronger. Now, when you say that we're just going to roll over the Cleveland, that's the game I'm worried about for the fact that we got to go up. Myles Garrett is going to be going up against a rookie. So that's where I'm kind of scared. That could be the key of that game. But we'll see if the rookie is ready for the NFL. Good test for him.
Oh, okay. No, he hit all good points. I think, yes, running game. Zeke's not a starter running back. You look at
how do you feel about Dowdle?
I like Dowdle.
I like Dowdle. I think he had what
RB1,
4 yards a carry last year, something like that. I think he's capable of taking over that starting role, and Zeke being that 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. Now, last time we've seen Zeke, try to pick those up. He really wasn't that good at it. Let's just be honest. Let's keep it funky, right? But I'm looking at guys like Nathaniel Pete. I'm looking at Malik Davis. I need you to step up, dude. You've been hanging around. I'm going to have to call you Simi Fehoko, right?
He's just hanging in there.
Take this thing over, Malik Davis. Like, I want Malik Davis and I want Rico Dowdle to take the Zeke signing seriously, like personal. I want them to take it personal. I want them to go prove it and knock this old fart out. I appreciate Zeke. I like what Zeke did in his first 3 years, but he was a handicap to this team after that.
The only thing I see Zeke being good for us this year is in the goal line situations, man. We seen, whenever he was with Tony Pollard, they'd be at the goal line. Zeke would punch that in. Tony Pollard would get stopped. So I was kind of happy that we brought Zeke back just for those little, goal line situations. But him being our starter, I don't see it, man. I think Rico Dowdle, he might have to step up big time for us. And that's why I say the running game is what worries me.
I'm just hoping we get that Cinderella story. We got Zeke, Dak back, top it off with a Super Bowl.
Would be beautiful.
Oh, man. That's a Cinderella story right there, baby.
Wait. How many yards does Zeke have to get for it to be a Cinderella story?
I mean, if
he's talking about a ring. He's talking about a ring.
I'm just, I just hope it's the whole, you brought him back with Dak's last season.
The last dance.
Season,
if Dak, and I've been on record, if Dak takes us to a championship game, pay the man. He don't have to win the championship game. Get us to a championship game and then pay him.
NFC championship or NFC or Super Bowl championship.
All he has to do is sniff an NFC championship game, and I will say sign him. I will buy a Dak Prescott jersey, and I will wear it proudly.
I'll buy it for you,
Chris. Hold on, Chris. I need you to clip that.
Yeah. At 36 minutes into the show, Cowboy Corner said that he would buy Dak Prescott. He is what day is it on Twitter now of not renewing?
When the reports came out that Dak Prescott and the Cowboys agreed that they wouldn't sign a contract this year, I stopped my count.
Yeah,
we won.
Oh, okay.
We won.
Okay. I was wondering every day on Twitter you had to, day this of not re-upping Dak.
I think he got up to like day 46, I believe, or something like that.
Oh, dude, I was in the 80s, bro. I was in day 80.
I think you were, right?
Yeah.
hey, man, it was funny to me, but hey, me and Mike has had long conversations off air about Dak Prescott.
And I don't want this to be a Dak show. You guys steer the ship.
No, it's not happening tonight. Hey, Armando, no, I'm trying to stay on script today. I'm not trying to get, thrown outside with Dak talk.
I'll call you Randy Gregory.
So, yeah, everybody that's watching the show that's never seen the show before, matter of fact, like and subscribe. But I am the big Dak Prescott fan, and Mike is, I'm done with him fan. So,
but here's the kicker. I've been done with Dak since 2019. A lot of people can't say that. Why?
Let's get it started.
When you go to Philly and you play Carson Wentz and it's win or go home to win the NFC East and you play like that, I knew Dak Prescott was a fraud immediately at that game. You let Carson Wentz beat you. Carson Wentz ain't even in the league. That was a win or go home game, and Dak freaking crumbled like a piece of aluminum foil.
You said fraud. That's a tough word on Dak Prescott,
bro. And then on top of that, yes, I get it. It's a team sport. It is a team sport. But Amari Cooper, we can sit here confidently and say, if it wasn't for Amari Cooper, Dak Prescott would probably be where Baker Mayfield is at right now in Tampa.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree with that. But I don't know. I agree with that. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to step on too many toes with Dak, but yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. Cooper did help Dak, save his job that season. You know what I mean? But man, I don't hate Dak like that, bro. And sometimes it makes me mad that a lot of people come at him like that. But I get it. You're the head, everybody's going to put the light on you, especially because you're America's team's quarterback, So everybody's putting the light on you, man. But it ain't always Dak's fault why things go the way they go, But I support Dak, and I'm happy for Dak. I think he's going to be fine this year, and he's going to prove y'all wrong. Watch, and when he does, pay the man. That's all I can say is pay the man.
So hold on. So I hold on. He's new. I'm new with him. All right. Hold on. I do call Dak Prescott the regular season GOAT. Do I not?
Yeah.
Do I not? I called Dak Prescott the regular season GOAT. In the regular season, dude, Dak's the man. All right. But in the playoffs, I know who Dak is. And then second thing, hate is a very strong word. I don't know. I met Dak Prescott one time, and it was at training camp on the field. It was with my daughter. I said 0 words to him because I don't like him as a player. To me, he was a player right then and there. Now, if we're at a charity event, I'm going to talk to Dak because it has nothing to do with football. My daughter wanted to meet him. I took the liberty for her to go meet him. We got his autograph. I didn't speak to Dak. Hate is a very strong word. I can't hate him because I don't know him outside of that helmet. But what I see on the field, I don't like. Do I hate it? That's a strong word. Do I not like it? Absolutely.
Spit on that thing.
Okay. I was trying.
Go ahead, Chris. Let him have it.
First, I need to say this. El Jefe, this is true barbershop talk. You ain't got to hold your tongue on this show. You got something to say, fucking say it. That's
I got
one. Okay? You ain't never got to hold your tongue on our show. Because this show, when we set it up, describing, hey, it's fellas sitting around in the fucking garage, in the barbershop, wherever we are, and we all friends, and we all gonna disagree on some shit. Yeah. But you can say what you want here. Hey, what the fool say? You in the trust tree. You in the, we Cowboy fans, and we talking about our team. So back to Michael.
I
love you, Mike. I fucking love you, Mike. I really do.
Here we go.
You really know how to get the big fella off sides. He always give me the head bob 21. You do me like that every time, and I jump every damn time.
Offsides.
Offsides.
Yeah, they got the big fella offsides again. All right, okay. AKA the number one Dacker in the room. I am. And I always do this. Okay, I always do this. Everybody think the grass is greener, Dak sucks, but you can't suck when your stats. I know people don't believe in stats, but you go to your stats, you go to and you talk to other NFL players, and you ask them about Dak Prescott. Don't ask the fans. Ask the other NFL players about Dak Prescott, how they respect Dak and how they think he's a winner, man. He controls his team. He is a leader. Okay, Dak is 2-4 in the playoffs. We know this. What was Tony Romo's record in the playoffs?
2-4 in the playoffs.
Okay. But the first thing we do, you say, "Oh man, we sure wish if Tony was here, man, we'd won some games." Tony got the same fucking record. Had the same fucking record, right? I'm the biggest Tony Romo fan. Hey, Armando, what did I have in my garage in Texas?
Big old Tony Romo fathead.
Big old Tony Romo fathead. I loved him. I remembered. So man, when people just continuously dog out Dak, the Cowboy fans don't have patience anymore. I don't know why you don't. Shit, it's been 28 years. You should be patient. But before Jimmy Johnson got there, hell, it was 12 years. But people forget that shit. They forget before Jimmy Johnson got there, it was 12 years. Before the Cowboys went to the Super Bowl, it was 12. So Cowboys actually go in streaks, right? They go in streaks. So when the Cowboys are on fire, they're on fire for a long time. When they lose for a long damn time. Okay? I think we're on that roller coaster up. That's what I think. And I don't think it's Dak Prescott's fault because we lost playoff games. Okay? I don't think it. And, when you continuously say, Dak Prescott is the reason why we lost. So you don't have faith in nothing that the front office do or the head coach does. So if he's not the person, why is he not on the bench? Why? Tell me why. Why isn't Trey Lance starting if he's not the man? Why isn't Cooper Rush starting if Dak is not the man? Why is he on the fucking team if Dak is not the man? That's all I want everybody to get to understand. If he ain't the man, why is he on the team?
Has he got an extension yet?
He has not.
Oh, okay.
Why is that? And I think it's the biggest mistake Jerry Jones will make. Because hold on, let me tell you why. So let's just hypothetically, the Cowboys make it to the NFC Championship. Hypothetically, the Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. Hypothetically, the Cowboys win their 6th ring. That number just doubled.
Triple.
Wait a minute.
That is what it is.
Hold on. Then you still gonna say he ain't worth all that money. He just won the fucking Super Bowl, and then you gonna say he ain't worth money. So that's when you fall in that category. I don't like him. Period. If you just don't like him, period, just say I don't like him. Period. But you can't say good as a quarterback. You can't say that.
So you say if he wins the Super Bowl, we're gonna have to pay him triple. I don't necessarily believe that because Pat Mahomes ain't getting paid triple.
Right.
I still think he'll just get his contract and it'll probably be above $60 million a year. And I'll be okay with that. You want a ring, you deliver something that we've been wanting for so many years. So I could agree sometimes when they say, let him prove it this year. You know what I'm saying? Like let him prove it. If he does what Jerry wants, you can't just continue to give these guys money if they're not performing, when it matters. And like I said, I love Dak. I don't have nothing against him, but stop paying them if they're not proving it when it matters. So I think that's what Jerry's doing this year, and I'm okay with it.
This is the only problem.
Pressure makes diamonds, right?
This is the only problem I got. Just because their salaries are public, we have a right to tell somebody what they can get paid. That's the issue I got. I don't know how much you make, El Jefe. I don't know how much you make, Mike. I don't know how much you make, 21. But I can't say, man, 21 don't deserve that. His people ain't cleaning them damn rooms good enough at the casino.
Dang.
I can't tell you that shit because I don't know. So when we always talk about NFL players not deserving money, they're doing a skill that none of us can do. They're the most elite athletes in the fucking world, especially at quarterback. That's the hardest position to play in the fucking world. And everybody think it's easy. Mike, you got a rebuttal. I see that look on your face. Come on, Mike.
Man, when it comes to the money aspect, when we look at something as a fanatic, right? When we look at something as a fanatic, the salary cap, if pay was so confidential, overthecap.com wouldn't exist. If pay was so confidential, Twitter wouldn't be what it is in the sports world right now. The salary cap is what the NFL made it, right? The NFL draft wasn't popular. Now the NFL draft is popular. The NFL combine wasn't popular. Now it's starting to get some traction and letting fans in, right? So the NFL has evolved. And one thing that you have to accept as a player in the league is how much someone makes. That's going to be knowledgeable. And as a fan, when we buy the merch, when we watch the games and give them TV ratings, when we do this and we do that and pay for $40 parking for AT&T Stadium, when we do that, we contribute to that salary cap. The salary cap went up $30 million because everyone wanted to watch Taylor Swift. Right? So when we look at this as
the prices for the subscriptions, the NFL.
Right. So when we look at that as a whole, as a fanatic, if I'm paying you to do a job, which I technically am, I'm buying this, I'm buying that, I'm watching I want you to do a good job. I think I got a little say. I don't write the check, no, but as a fan, we pay a lot. I paid over $1,000 for me and my family to go see Jimmy Johnson get inducted to the Ring of Honor. We beat the Lions, but hey, well, I paid a lot of money to go do that. I think I got a little say in what my quarterback should and shouldn't get paid because I'm going to go buy the fucking tickets and go watch them. If I want to watch a $60 million piece of shit, I just go watch Donald Trump. Right? So when it all comes to it, I think like we have something to say about
it. Okay.
He brought Donald Trump in this thing.
He did. This is his guy talk. He can say what the fuck he wants.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
Look, man. Look. Still, man. You threw me off on that shit, Mike. Still, man. It's like this. When you bring up concert tickets, you know what it's gonna cost you to see the Beyonce, the Taylor Swifts, blah blah blah. You know, as Cowboy fans, you know them damn Cowboy tickets ain't gonna be cheap regardless, right? It ain't gonna be cheap. So when you said $40 parking, I was gonna ask you where the hell was that? At my house, my old house, and you must have Ubered. You must have parked.
I was thinking the same thing.
And Uber to the stadium. And the Uber costs you $40 to get to the stadium.
See, I've been meaning to do that, the Uber to the stadium, but you know how many people are walking down? 100,000 people walking around that stadium. How long is it going to take me to Uber back home?
It's bad.
It's bad.
I pay $100 for parking.
I think we paid. How much did we pay at that church, big fella? 50, 60?
At the church, I think we paid 60, but we all split it, so it was like $20 a piece. Anyway, hey, if y'all enjoying this hot fire, this hot tube that that Mike and Hefe is bringing, man, our two special guests, man. First of all, man, we'll appreciate y'all coming through, but hey, man, if anybody want to join us, man, I just slid y'all the link like that because we always try to spit hot fire like Daylon. Like that, we're gonna spit hot fire on the Cowboy Up podcast, man. So we got a few more subjects, but hey, man, when we start talking about McCarthy at number 4, it get intense around here. So we know our Cowboys have worked out 4 more USFL players. Let me bring these people up, man. Let me show you who we got here, man. There we go. We got 4 more players that the Cowboys have worked out in Frisco. The Dallas Cowboys held workouts for 4 players on Tuesday as they worked on Tuesday, and they worked to fill the remaining spots on the roster going into training camp. The 4 workouts include defensive lineman Jonathan Galvin, defensive end Wyatt Ray, defensive end Derek Robinson, and running back / fullback John Lovett. All right, any of these players, man, are y'all interested? I see they're working out defensive ends.
Yeah, that's what I noticed right there. It's 3 defensive ends, right?
Yeah, defensive ends. So I was thinking, Mike, you got any insight on these guys?
I don't actually. I don't. You mentioned defensive end, defensive. You said a lot of defense. When are we going to sign a defensive tackle? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. But yeah, I think these the 2 defensive ends that they did work out. It says Galvin he recorded 20 tackles and 3.5 sacks. And he was a product of Miami. He also was a 7th-round pick for the Green Bay Packers. Let's see. The other kid, Ray, played for the San Antonio Brahmas. He recorded 24 tackles and 5.5 sacks. And he was a free agent signee last year with the Browns. He played at Boston College. But I think these are more run-stopping defensive end than actual pass rushing defensive ends. Is it because
it kind of looks like they're really committed to stopping that run this year?
Yeah, I think this is what that is about, man. I really do think that the Cowboys' main focus right now is probably to protect their linebackers, to make tackles, make plays. Our 2nd-round pick, Why am I drawing a blank? What's his name? Where we should have took a running back. The kid from Mike. What's his name? The defensive end that we drafted.
Nealon, Marshawn Nealon.
Yeah, Nealon is more. He's more of a run stopping defensive end than a pass.
Oh yeah, he's a Tank Lawrence 2.0, dude. I can't wait to see him in training camp.
Yeah, so I think that's what they're doing. I think they're just trying to stop the run. Period. Because when everybody, when the kid from El Paso run up and down on our ass in playoff game, you couldn't get Jones off the damn field. That was just disappointing. But hey, I think the UFL is the Cowboys minor league, man. They love the UFL players.
Yep.
Their training staff is there, and they get after them. So hopefully, man, we'll know something by the end of the week if these players gonna make the roster. CD Lamb talk. CD is still unsigned, right? Still unsigned. 21. I know. I'm sorry. Let me remove this. 21. You had brought up this comment, man. Did you have something about CD?
I mean, it's just to me, it's still out there. CeeDee Lamb is this top wide receiver that hasn't got paid. I know we talked about it in the last show, and everybody's kind of like, maybe towards training camp he'll get that sign. But I mean, there's those rumors, man. Those rumors are hyping up of him, possibly going to other teams, and you see you got the kid Cowboy right here, talking about trade him, but. How do you guys feel, man? This whole CD not getting signed yet? Is it Jerry being Jerry, or is it? Do you guys feel like I kind of feel like it's kind of a done deal, but not out there yet? How do you guys feel about that?
El Jefe, what you think about the CD situation?
Sign him. Stop playing with him. CD Lamb is one of our best players on the team. And he's proved it every year. His track just goes up and up and up. Sign the man. Give him his bag. He deserves it, bro. There's nothing else to say. He needs to get paid. If they trade him, bro, they better get 2 first-round picks for him at least. Something, man. Like they better not give him for pennies like they did Cooper. But I don't see them trading him. They're going to sign him, and he'll be there for training camp. Fingers crossed.
What you got on CD, man?
It's the Dallas Cowboys. People are going to talk. People are going to do this. CD Lamb, and mark this down. Mark it down. Pull out your phone. Go in your notes and said Cowboys Corner said in exactly 3 weeks from today, CD Lamb will be getting his contract. He will be signed a week before they go to training camp. Put that in your notes. Save it. Timestamp it. Call me Nostradamus. In 3 weeks, breaking news: CD Lamb is signed because Trey Lance needs his number 1 wide receiver signed so they can go and kick some ass next year.
Woo! Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord!
Don't do it, big fella. Go back a little bit.
You know why he said that. He's just trying to draw me on sides. It ain't gonna happen. We've been there, done that. I let Mike have it. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, him and Trey Lance, fucker who's 3rd round overall pick, and motherfuckers don't want you anymore. And Trey. Anyway, he tried to get me. He almost got me. He almost got me. Hey man, this CD thing, man, for me, the CD Lamb thing, it's the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys. Only thing I do not want the Cowboys to do is wait till we get closer to the season. I hope what Mike said is true. They're gonna sign him right before the season, and we can rock and roll. I had concerns when they got rid of Amari Cooper that CD was he ready to be number 1. After the Niner game in San Francisco, and we got our ass mollywopped on national TV, CD 21 was at the game. He said he was off at the end of the bench, pouting and everything, and he just wasn't being a leader of men. And then when he goes to his head coach, that's another thing. We talked about Mike McCarthy and him actually taking control of shit. He decided, hey, let's get CD the ball. And CD broke records in Cowboy receiving. He broke records. And he actually changed my opinion on CD Lamb. Now, me and a buddy was having a conversation. Terry Prince, the Steeler fan, said, of course he should have did it. They threw him the ball every damn play. Well, don't think that what every team does to their number one receiver? Don't they throw him the damn ball? The job is for him to catch the damn ball and get in the damn end zone. We were just worried about him getting separation and everything, and he actually did it last year, man. So I'm like this on the CD thing. Hopefully, Mike, I really hope they're going to do exactly what you said they're going to do. I really do. I think it's just asinine that the Cowboys play this game. Okay, Jefferson got his money, so CD already said on Mike McCarthy, not Mike, Micah Parsons' show after the season. Hey, I want to be the highest paid receiver. That's my goal. So if he's already said that, you're gonna have to pay him. So it is what it is. Ain't nothing else we can do about that. So what I'm wondering about is what's going to happen when number 11 come up. That's what you really got to worry about, because is all your money going to go to 3 players?
Man,
I mean, just really think about it. When number 11 come up, I'm going to ask you this, 21. When number 11 come up next year, and you sign Dak, and hopefully we sign Dak corner. And when you sign Dak, and you sign CD, and then number 11 is coming up. What do you do when number 11 come up? This is what I said, and y'all can word me out in the comments and on Twitter, whatever you want to do. I said trade Michael Parsons.
Herschel Walker.
I said it. That's why we having this talk, El Jefe.
So you want to keep Dak over Micah?
I'm gonna let you roll. But I'm saying I would trade him. And the reason why I would trade him is because the disappearing acts he pulls on. Michael Parsons is the greatest defensive end / linebacker the first 14 games of the season. He talked more shit than anybody in football. But when you disappear, when we need you, that's a problem for me. To me, he got DeMarcus Ware syndrome. DeMarcus Ware used to get all his sacks in the first half of the game. He fucking disappeared in the second half of the game.
Thank you. Yes, I'm the only one that says that. Thank you.
So I said that's the reason. As a matter of fact, we'll go to you now. That's the reason why I said to trade Michael Parsons, because you can get the Herschel Walker Hall for him. Go ahead, baby. I'll let you rock. Let's go. We talking guy talk.
Ain't that the same thing as saying Dak doesn't show up in the playoffs, but you want to keep him? It's the same thing, bro.
Two different
right
positions.
Or wrong?
No, it's two
different positions, but they're both not delivering when it matters. And you want to keep one and get rid of the other one.
One is designed to take over the game. Michael Parsons, you got him to take over the game, right? He has that ability to take over football games, right? You've seen him in certain games where he took over the fucking because he's unblockable, right?
Right.
All right. Now, Dak Prescott has a system that he has to perform in. Everybody has to click. At defensive end, you're an individual. His job is to seek and destroy. He is a missile. But if you keep passing the fucking submarines and never hitting them, what you need him for? My opinion. Anybody?
Go ahead. I'm not big in conspiracy theories, all right? But I got to thinking just now. Lamb's getting paid. Dak Prescott is not getting paid. I think Jerry wants to get younger at that position. Micah Parsons, this is where the conspiracy comes in. All right. Micah Parsons is the chess piece to help build to a younger quarterback. What can you get out of Micah Parsons? 2 1s? I don't know if you can get 3 1s. Can you get 2 1s in a second? You trade Micah Parsons, you get that equity, and then you have your younger quarterback. Trey Lance, 1-year deal. Dak Prescott, 1-year deal. Cooper Rush, 1-year deal. Micah Parsons is the trade piece for us to get younger.
Archie Manning, baby.
He's our Herschel Walker. Micah Parsons is our Herschel Walker.
Think about it. Didn't Matt get traded 3 times? 2 times? Defensive end. And his last name Mack went from
Haley?
Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack.
Oh yeah, Khalil Mack. Yeah.
Okay. And didn't they get a haul for Mack every time they traded him?
Yeah.
Every time, right?
Yeah.
When the Rams traded him, they got a haul. When the Bears traded him, they got a haul. Okay? Look, these rush ends, you can find them in the draft. The first round was always littered with a rush end. Okay? When we got go ahead.
You can find them, but Michael Parsons is generational, bro. It's not every. Go ahead. He put his hand up.
We got to stop that. We got to stop the generational talk with Micah. We have to stop that. We try to do that to Leighton Vander Esch with Urlacher. Now we try to do this with Lawrence Taylor with Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons isn't once in a generation. If he can clip 20 sacks every year, which he's very capable of doing, then he's once in a generation. T.J. Watt, Nick Bosa, those guys get more sacks. Myles Garrett got more sacks than Micah Parsons. We got to stop he's once in a generational player because that hype done died. When you get 2.5 sacks in 7 games, you're not generational. You're just a guy that can rush the passer.
Yeah, but also you got to understand that Micah is not as big as those other defensive ends that you're talking about. You know, he takes more punishment, and you see that he's getting triple teamed. You know, where are the other guys at? There's other people on the team that are not showing up whenever Micah's getting triple teamed.
Who shows up for Fred Warner? Who shows up for T.J. Watt? Who shows up for Myles Garrett when they're getting doubled and triple team and still getting productive stats, right? That's how you separate the pack from generational to an elite player, because generational is way better than elite. And Micah Parsons elite, just in a realm of, like Big Fella said, in a span of 11 games, 12 games. That's when he's generational. But the
all right, well, give me 2 first rounders for him then.
but that's my conspiracy.
And we got Sam Williams in the helms.
He's younger.
Go ahead, 21. What did you say?
I'll say, and then we still have Sam Williams out there. Sam Williams, if he stays,
focused,
as a corner say, no drunk driving and none of that. If we can stay, focused. Sam Williams is gonna be reckoned. He's gonna have to be, reckoned with, man. This dude, I think he wants his time to shine too.
I want to like Sam Williams. I do, and this ain't even about off the field, but Sam Williams is just a special teams guy to me. I don't think we drafted Marshawn Nealon because Sam Williams, we can't trust him off the field, and he's just a special teams guy. I want 54 to go in there and do some nasty work.
Yeah.
But I just can't see him doing it. I really can't. The opportunities that he had flashes. You know who else who had flashes? Simi Fehoko. You know who else who had flashes? Jalen Tolbert. And those guys suck. Sam Williams, to me, need to really step up, dude. I want him to do that. But I can't see it. I just can't. Not from Sam.
Man, I'm a Sam fan. Hey man, I see
Cowboys.
the flashes, but they don't play the man. They don't play him, man, and it just I just don't understand why they don't put him on the field, man, because he has ability. And every time I see him on the field, he's at least trying to make plays. He's in the vicinity. He's trying to get there. And, you know, hey, if he's cheaper in the vicinity, and we're gonna pay Michael a lot of money to be in the vicinity, that's the same shit to me. That's just me. I just don't. You know, look, don't get me wrong. I love Micah Parsons. I love Micah Parsons. I love him. I love what he can do on the field. I love him. Dude, there's nothing like him, man. It's just, dude, as a former offensive lineman, and I see this dude, I'm like, damn, can I get some help on this play, please? Okay? So if offensive linemen are begging for help, but then in the playoffs in the last 4 years, I got him. That's a problem for me. Michael Parsons should never, ever be single blocked. Ever. Okay? But the last 4 games and in the playoffs, go back and watch Michael Parsons, see how many times he got doubled. Just see. Not much. He disappeared. You can never have our number one, supposed to be the best defensive player in the league, getting singled up, because Bosa getting singled up is a problem. When Watt gets singled up, it's a problem. That kid from the Raiders, when he gets singled up, it's a problem. When Miles gets singled up, it's a problem. I need Michael to be a problem when he's singled up. When you single up, man, you see ain't nobody coming to help, then you got to get to the quarterback. You got to. This is my opinion. All right, man. Hey, man, this is a wonderful show. I'm really digging this show. Look, anything that's anything on your mind, Corner? Anything else y'all want to talk about?
Man, thanks for having me. First of all, appreciate it. El Jefe, nice meeting you, brother. Great talking to you. Armando 21, big fella, you know how we do it. But no, man, it's quiet. Don't believe the rumors. There's going to be a lot of content creators looking for stuff. Don't get sucked into that BS. Just stay in the lane. Well, I like to watch Michael Gelkin on Twitter. I follow him. Follow Michael Gelkin. He actually put a good piece out on Overshown and Durden and John Stevens Jr., who all three of them tore their ACLs in 5 days of each other. Durden's getting married and Overshown, and John Stevens Jr. is going to be one of their groomsmen. That's how close they got. They never known each other. They're 3 rookies, never known each other, right? And now Durden's getting married, and these guys are going to be this groomsmen. So that's the stuff I look for in the offseason. Stories like that. That helps build culture. That helps build stuff. So shout out to Michael Gelkin putting that wonderful piece together. You guys go follow him on Twitter and go watch that Dallas Morning News article. No, man, it's quiet. It's barbershop talk. It's the I think season. We don't whatever we say, whatever I say, it isn't going in the Bible. There's not, there's Enoch and there's Sanchez. There's not going to be a Bible Sanchez right. So everyone, calm down. It's the I think season, and let's see what training camp brings us.
All right, Jefe, man. First of all, man, I know we've been playing phone tag and everything, and get you on the show and everything, bro. And we finally got it to happen, man. First of all, man, me and 21 and the rest of the Cowboy podcast, man, we really want to thank you, brother, for joining us. So, do you have, brother, any final thoughts on the Cowboys or anything going on?
It's just time for us to win when it matters. That's it, man. Stop talking, stop the chatter, and they got to just go out there and do it. They got to go out there and do it. There's no much more we can say, man. But also, I just want to say thank you for having me on your platform. It was amazing. Had a great time. 21, shout out to 21 all the time. And Chris, thank you. Cowboy Corner, nice to meet you. And it's up. It's up from here. We got to go out there and just prove it. Ain't no more talking.
I feel you. 21. What's up, man? And you got your final thoughts for the night, man?
First out, as always, shout out Corner. Y'all got to go follow him on Twitter, man. This dude right here is, badass. He's got the TikTok, but That's his daughter's TikTok. I know that's his daughter's TikTok. Right? But shout out to Twitter, man. Hey, but Twitter, man, that's where he's at, man. YouTube, man. Hey, Saturdays he gets crazy, man. Talking crazy with Cowboy Corner, man. So shout out to him, man. Shout out to Hefe, man. Me and Hefe have had a few beers together. We've kicked it in San Francisco, man. Shout out to Hefe. Y'all go follow him on Twitter. My boy got banned, but he's getting back up there. Shout out to my boy, man. But I appreciate you guys stopping by, and me and the big fella. Me and the big fella. We brothers. We just brothers from a different mother. But the final thoughts, man.
Different shade of brown. Just a different shade of brown. Different shade of brown. Just different shade of brown.
Different shade of brown, right? But hey, it's that training camp coming in. It's that like Corner said, it's that it's that time of the season where you're gonna hear all these rumors coming out. So let's we just gotta wait and see what's up, man. But hey, training camp is around the corner. I'm excited for that. I'm hoping one day I can make it out to training camp. I know Corner's been out there. Shout out DJ Kai. DJ Kai's been out there. That's one of the missions I want to do is get out there to a training camp and check that out. So, I'm excited for that. And let's see these rookies, man. Let's see these rookies. I know we haven't really talked about these rookies, but definitely want to see what these rookies are bringing, and, hey, great show, guys. Appreciate that. Like my boy, Mikey always says, if tell your friends about us, tell you something about us, tell everybody about us, man. Cowboy Up Podcast, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, man. Much love. First, hey, man, I'm just going to reiterate what 21 says, man. First of all, Mike Cowboy Corner, if you don't follow him on his YouTube, not his daughter TikTok account, follow him on YouTube. And got great content, man. His show is awesome. Also, El Jefe on TikTok and on Instagram is on fire. TikTok done him wrong, but he's getting his followers back. Okay, they did him wrong. He had so many followers, but he's building it back up from scratch. So go follow my man. It'll say Trendsetters El Jefe on TikTok and also on Instagram. El Jefe, you got an X account also?
I got a what? No, I don't.
Okay,
I do not.
So those two platforms, man. Please follow our brothers. Hey, man, look, it's like this, man. It's always for me. Dallas Cowboys for life, man. I enjoy talking Cowboy football all season, on season, no season. I'm a Cowboy fan, man. I live it. I breathe it. Hey, 55 years old, born in 1969, and been repping this star ever since then. I don't give a damn. I set my big ass in that 110 degrees in Texas Stadium where there's no air conditioner, and we was 1-15. I was there. So if anybody come at me talking about I ain't a Cowboy fan, you's a damn lie. I can prove. So, man, I just love, man. This is just Cowboy content. If you want some Cowboy content and some good barbershop talk, man, like and subscribe to the Cowboy Up Podcast. Shout out to Mike, shout out to 21, and shout out to El Jefe. So, once again, we appreciate y'all. Man, we love you. And for the Cowboy Up Podcast, we thank you. And we will see you next week. Peace.
Puro pinches Cowboys.
This is what we're doing now. We're just gonna make stuff up. We're just gonna be off the cuff. It's just gonna be wild. And this is crazy because y'all are Cowboys fans, from what I understand. And what's even wilder is y'all gave it like a hard pause. Like y'all gave it like the, oh man, he about to say something profound. Like he's gonna drop the mic. He's gonna give us the knowledge of the Cowboys' first round draft selection history.
Send this to a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Is it true? Is it true? Is it true that the Cowboys have the best fans? Yes, sir.
I trip out on that. Because I'm swimming in it. I wear this jersey every first game. It's my favorite jersey.
Came from El Paso.
Go Cowboys!